Weatherman, don't tell me lies, I know it's all a big surprise. It's a hocus pocus magic that you
Morning,
do.
WEITV followers. This is February 15th. Hope everyone had a great Valentine's Day last night. Starting today through the 18th is the 16th annual Backyard Bird Count. It is a 4-day event that engages bird watchers of all ages in counting birds to create a real-time snapshot of where the birds are. On February 19th in Fredericksburg, there's a presentation over estate planning in the Hill Country. And if you can't make that one, there's another one on February 21st in Dripping Springs. Also on February 21st at Texas Tech Llano River Field Station in Junction, Texas, there is a watershed committee meeting. On February 22nd at the UT Student Activity Center, there is a hot science talk given by Dr. Robert Bullard. I hope you'll have a great weekend, and thanks for following.
Thank you for joining me. I'm meteorologist David Nohoff. Let's go ahead and take a look at the weather pattern this past week. We did have a cold front that passed through Monday, Tuesday time frame. Did bring some rainfall to the hill country and actually to central portions of the hill country, like places around Fredericksburg and Kerrville and points a little north and west of that area. A strip across that central portion got up towards an inch of rainfall. And most other locations in that surrounding general area of the hill country only got at most up to 1/4 of an inch if you were lucky. The southern part and the eastern part of the hill country didn't see hardly any, maybe a tenth or a trace if you were lucky. So unfortunately, a small portion of the hill country did miss out on some rain, but we are going to be talking about some more rain here coming up in just a moment. But let's go ahead and take a look at the weather this weekend. We're going to have a cold front that passes through tonight. And it's a dry cold front. There's no rain associated with it, just a few clouds today, highs in the 60s. But once that cold front goes through and that cold air filters in, we're going to dip down into the 20s across a good portion of the hill country for your Saturday morning lows. Temperatures recover pretty quickly on Saturday as high pressure does settle in for a short time, and we get back into the 60s and it's dry. What's called a progressive pattern in the mid-levels. We don't really see any weather down in our neck of the woods, primarily Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday time frame. It's going to be sunny and dry, so that progressive pattern is going to take all the storms to the north. It's going to bottle up any real cold air to the north, and we're just generally normal conditions. High temperatures for the beginning of the next week will be in the 60s, and lows will be in the 30s and begin to recover as we get towards midweek. Well, midweek is where the weather begins to change for us for the better. We're going to have a second front that approaches us from the northwest. We're going to have some weak disturbances moving across Texas beginning on Wednesday. And that's going to draw some moisture into the hill country. And as that front approaches the hill country and moisture comes in, we have those weak disturbances. Well, that's going to translate to some rain, probably scattered showers and thunderstorms over the northern and eastern portions of the hill country Wednesday, Thursday, and potentially even into Friday. But that cold front, that second cold front, will push through on Friday, and we will clear up for the following weekend. So the high temperatures during that midweek portion will reach up into the upper 60s to lower 70s, and lows will be in the 50s, and hopefully we can get about 1/4 inch of rain out of this next midweek event. I'll keep you posted, but please stay tuned to us on Twitter, Facebook, and all those other venues we are on out there on YouTube. Thank you for joining us. I'm meteorologist David Nohoff.
Weatherman, don't tell me lies, I know it's all a big surprise. It's a hocus pocus magic that you do. You look at clouds and watch them swim.